love me. Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
Hello, in this lecture of this Java course, we're going to be looking at for loops. I'm in Eclipse and I'm going to be creating a new project. I'm going to name this project for loops. Then, as usual, we're going to be creating a new class with right click in the for loops folder. I'm going to name it my application. And I'm going to click finish. Now I'm going to create a main method. After writing main, click Ctrl space and click enter. And to format the indentation of the code, click Ctrl-Shift-F. And now we're going to be looking at for loops. I'm going to write the main structure and then we're going to go through each section. So you have the keyword for, you open the parentheses, and here you must have 2 semicolons. Then we're going to open the curly braces, and here we'll put the code that will be executed in iterations until the condition makes the loop stop. So I'm going to put this out, and I'm going to put some random code in here. For example, I love my cat. So if we click run in here, this format will always return us true until we initialize it, give it a condition, and then update it. So if we click run, we'll have an infinite loop. So to have a control over this loop, we're going to initialize an integer variable in here. The second section is our condition. So we're going to run this loop as long as I is less than 10. And lastly, we have our update section. And we can write in here I equals I plus 1. Or this whole thing in here is the same as writing I plus plus. So once again, there are 3 sections in the for loop. Is the initialization section, the condition section, and the update section. So our variable will start from 0. 0 is less than 10. This will return true. Then our statement here will be printed to the console. I will be increased by 1 and will be stored in our integer right here. And then the cycle will repeat until we have a false condition. So if you run this, we have I love my cat printed 10 times. To have it more clear, I'm gonna print out the value of the variable in here. So I'm gonna say here the value of my variable is plus I. And as you can see, the loop will run until the condition is false. So when the I is 10, 10 is not less than 10, so the loop will terminate. So another way of doing this that you will definitely come across is by using system out.printf. Now this method requires at least 2 arguments. The first one is a string format specifier, and then it will be a variable. There can be many variables after I. So what is a format specifier? So it's a string that contains special characters that will then be replaced by the variables right here. And I'm going to show you one for this tutorial. So format specifiers begin with percentage and end with a letter. And for integer value, you need the D letter. So what happens here is that this will be replaced by the value of our variable. And here, instead of a plus, you need a comma. If we try to run this, we'll have all our values in one line. To separate them, we can add a blank sysout statement in here. This will print a new line for us. Or I can do it with another special character in here, which is /n, which will have the same effect on printing our values in a fine for us. This may be a lot of information at once, but try practicing for loops. Try to code it on your own, fix any errors if you have, and that's how you reach proficiency, by practicing. So that's it for this lecture. We have a lot of new exciting things to learn about Java in the next lectures, so follow me there.